Hi there folks, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm actually returning to somewhere where I have been before, where I filmed before, but I thought I'd kind of come back and try and explore a bit more, because I think only saw so much, and I think there were a couple of things that I wasn't able to access while I was here the last time, because again, it was during the pandemic, so things were maybe not as accessible as they were before. But hopefully things will be more accessible now. And so where I am just now is the Hermitage, which is in Perthshire. It's not far from Dunkeld. I think it's about 20 miles or so from Perth itself. So again, I think there is a train station for Dunkeld and Burnham. And I think it is a bit of a short walk from there. But again, you'll have to be walking along things at the A9. So just it was probably easier to get access to with a car. And there's a car park. So before I head off, if you're enjoying my channel, if you're enjoying my videos, if you can click on the subscribe button, click on that notification bell, leave some likes, leave some comments, it's always really appreciated. And if you'd like to support the channel further, I will post a link to the channel's coffee.com page, the channel's PayPal account, and the channel's TikTok account in the description bar below and in the pinned comment in the comment section. So with that out of the road, I'm going to grab my things and head on out. So I am again. And I think the last time I came here, I managed to get up to Odyssey's Hall, which I think was actually closed when I was here. So I'm actually going to try and see if I can get up to Ocean's Seat and Ocean's Cave, which I think probably about half a mile further on. Try to see how far I can get. So the path itself is just along this way, as it was before. And even here the snowdrops are starting to make an appearance. Yeah, that's one thing I really love about when you're coming into spring. You really start to notice in February the days are really starting to drop back out again. And when you start getting days like this, where, okay, it's not the warmest of days, but it's just that nice, cool temperature that you get when you're just starting to get into spring. You don't have to go out with your big coat on. And you can just go out maybe like a jumper. And you can just go out and enjoy the sun for a change. Especially after a long winter. Just be able to go for a nice long walk with the sun out really does make a difference. Yeah, I think in my last visit I did actually point out that there are some of these stumps that people have been hammering pennies into, and it has very much been a movement of trying to get folk to stop doing this, because it's actually kind of detrimental to the local environment. And there are these signs like this. So yeah, so if you're ever at the Hermitage or anything like this, don't hammer coins into trunks or stumps. Yeah, but places like this still have this fairy tale feel about them. Yeah, so from what it was saying on the information board, as you're kind of walking up to the Hermitage, and when you see it when you're at the car park, it actually says that this is like the oldest, or one of the oldest tourist attractions in the whole of Scotland, and that the Hermitage is actually a really popular stopping point the folks who are doing the Grand Tour of Scotland. So those were my folks who are coming up from the Lowlands, were coming up from England, and were essentially exploring the Highlands. And this was very much during the Victorian period, because Queen Victoria did have this kind of love for the Scottish Highlands, hence why she ended up buying Balmoral and turning that into her kind of Highlands getaway essentially. And that ended up creating this tourism within the Scottish Highlands. So Dunkeld was actually one of the stops on people's grand tours, and it pretty much still is. And that there is the Hermitage Bridge, which can just make it through the trees. And that wee stony path up there takes you up towards the bridge and up towards Odyssey Hall. And there's actually this wee path that takes you pretty much right up to the bridge. I think it would have taken you right underneath the bridge at one point, but the way through has been blocked off, and obviously with it being muddy underfoot, take care and wear sensible shoes. Even though you can get on the bridge, the actual path beyond it is closed. I think it was closed the last time I visited, so I think that's one that I still need to be worked on. But as the waterfalls, which I will be able to get a better look at from Odyssey Hall, which is just up there. Yeah, so this is Odyssey Hall. That gives a really good vantage point of the waterfalls, as I was saying. So we've actually got some artwork on both walls. I've got this bit here. I think it is supposed to be telling the story of Ossian. It does have some text at the bottom and some more artwork on the other side as well. But I'm going out there. I was just talking to somebody just there. I think she must come here fairly regularly. She was saying that even though there is a fair amount of water going over those falls, that's it relatively tame. She was saying that there's times when you go there and you can't even see the rocks because there's that much water coming over the sides. So it's still a little spot to spend some time. And also I did notice that there's a wee sign just outside the Hermitage, just outside Odyssey Hall, that you can actually get married in there. I think it's pretty much, in Scotland you can get really married anywhere as long as you've got a legal celebrant and the landowner's permission. But the fact that the National Trust for Scotland, who look after the Hermitage, have actually said that you can get married in the Odyssey Hall itself. It's not a place to have a wedding. I'm going to keep heading up this way. Hopefully come across another 2 items up here that I've not come across yet. Next one, Ocean Street is one of them. So the feature here, I think this might be a wee window. Don't think I'll be able to get in through there. I think there might be a way in through the other side. Yeah, so this is when you come round the other side. There's also kind of built into some of the boulders. I have my torch out so I can see where I'm going when I get inside. Yeah, so that's the bit that I saw from the other side. That's the window. Another wee window in there. Well, I think you could probably get in that way. You could probably try and get in that way if you're a skinny link. But as you've probably seen from quite a few of the video footage, I am not a skinny link. But it's, you can see the corbelling of the stone roof. Oh, it's a wee grotto really. Yeah, so I'm not too sure what that wee grotto was, but I think that's the path. The path either loops back round this way, takes back down towards the car park. I think there is a path that takes you up this direction as well, so I might have a wee nosy at that before I head back down. But I do have to be very aware of the time, because again I think it's about 3:30 just now. So I think I've got about another hour and a half before the sun really starts to go down, because about an hour, so it starts to get really dark about 5 o'clock just now. So might be a wee quick wander up here, then I'll head back down to the car. Yeah, I managed to look back at some of the previous footage I filmed, like when I was looking at the map, and the bit where there's the wee grotto appears to have been Ossian's cave. I'm not too sure where Ossian's seat was. I don't know if it maybe in the little rocky outcrop that was overlooking the river. But I'm going to start heading back, because I think going up that way just takes you up through the more woodlands. So again, you could spend hours exploring this place. You could probably spend the best part of the day just having a little adventure at the Hermitage. So I'm going to head back to the car, because with the sun having gone down past the other hills, or the other side of the gorge, temperature's starting to drop a wee bit, and I'm only here in my jumper. So again, still not too cold though. It just has that kind of bit of freshness in there now. But the sun will probably starting to really set soon. And I've got to drive all the way home now. But again, that's part of the fun. Came across this on my way back down. Looks a bit like the Grumpy Eagle from Sesame Street. Yeah. I was going to start raining there for a moment. I think it might actually be a wee passing shower, typical. But I think I'm going to possibly miss the worst of it, because I am pretty much underneath the tree canopy. But I should have been wiser on that. But again, just following the path downhill. That's taking me back to the main path to the car park. But it's definitely been a good walk. See you when I get back to the car. Yeah, quite a nice view of Odyssey Hall and the bridge. Well, that's it back at my car from a little return visit to the Hermitage. And again, it's always such a lovely place to come back to and visit and explore even more. Because again, as I was saying earlier on in the video, the last time I came here, there were still a lot of restrictions. A lot of places were still kind of not quite fully open, and like some things were open, but some things weren't. But with that hopefully behind us, it was just nice to be able to kind of get to see like Odyssey Hall, actually be able to get the view from the balcony there, or across the waterfall, and explore even further up the path. And the thing is, as I was showing you earlier on, you can continue up even further and really go into the woodlands further up in the path itself. So you can easily spend a good few hours here and just have a right good hike, a right good walk, and just spend some lovely time out in the countryside, just exploring. So hopefully you'll have enjoyed this little return trip to the Hermitage. And again, Perthshire is just full of little hidden gems. Definitely somewhere that I'd always recommend coming and visiting and just spend some time in. So hopefully again you'll have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.